So that's my concept, and let me show you how the app looks right now. And it's an ugly prototype. It didn't work this morning, so it simply works now. And it's built in Flutter and Cursor. Okay, so let me present the screen. Microphone. And it's an app with integrated voice assistant. So the concept is to create apps on mobile with using voice. Because it's natural, I believe it's natural to interact with phone on mobile. You don't want to type the right long prompts on mobile, it's not very convenient. And you don't really use voice on the computer. But if you want to build an app on the mobile, then you can just use voice. Right? So let's see. So that's Poppable. I just built some chips tracker for my wife. It's too many chips. So let's start with a new app. And how it works, I have quite a few. I also have a caffeine tracker. So you start with a clean slate. And let's try if it works. You interact only with voice. It's an MVP, so bear in mind, it may not work. I think we are unlucky today.
Welcome to Poppable. I'm here to help you create mobile apps. What would you like to build?
All right, I would like to build a caffeine tracker app, a caffeine intake tracker app with some common options and the calendar, let's say.
That sounds great. A caffeine tracker app with common options and a calendar will be useful for tracking daily intake. Here's a simple plan. A main screen to log caffeine consumption, a list of common options like coffee, tea, and energy drinks, and a calendar to view your caffeine intake over time. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good, but can you give me some other ideas?
Certainly. Here are a few more ideas you could consider adding to your caffeine tracker app. 1. Reminder alerts. Notifications to remind you to log your caffeine intake at certain times. 2. Caffeine limit. A feature to set a daily
let's do the caffeine limit. Okay, so like I said, the daily limit. All right? No more talking, just create the app. Okay, so we gathered the requirements, I had a conversation, and let's say what it builds. So this is MVP. It may not create as shiny app as the other products. I'm still working on fine-tuning the AI, but it showcases the concepts, right? The primary concept of the product. It takes roughly 30 seconds, unless it crashes. The animation is smooth on my phone. Okay,
the caffeine tracker app has been created. You can now log common drinks, see your daily total, and set a daily limit.
Okay, not as shiny. I don't see the calendar, so I would have to ask it. All right, I don't see the calendar. Can you add the calendar in a second tab? All right, let's see. It fixes it. I'm using a much simpler model for this one, for the prototype. I'm not using Cloud. Maybe that's why it missed it, but I plan on switching to a more advanced. Okay. So I try to hide all of the complexity, all of the code. Everything is hidden, and we just get it. Let's see if it works. Who thinks it will work? All right.
The calendar tab has been added to the app, so you can now view your caffeine history.
Okay, I have a history with the calendar. Not to sleep, but yeah, mobile first navigation. Yeah, and should be functional. And what's great, well, I think what's great, you can actually share your app very easily. You can also press autofit, or you can have suggestions, right? A custom input for caffeine amount. So it's just like you can just click it, and then build the app and undo. You can press autofix, you will just try to make improvement to your app. And you can press share, you can just share it. And you have the mobile first sharing UI. Yeah, which you can share with another person through, let's say, my wife and mine. Yeah, and that's it. And the app is shared, they can open the app, and they have it. So let me show you some other apps I installed on the home screen. That's the chips tracker. Oh, you didn't ask me for login. Login comes out of the box. You don't have to set it up. Here we have a question.
Yeah, what voice provider are you using?
I'm using a GPT voice provider. I do want to switch to Gemini, like to an API. There's a lower latency, but it's